Done. I am going to demo how to properly work your machine. So basically with the cartridge and with this you're putting in, you turn tight, and then you can just using this to adjust the needle length. You always adjust the length of the cartridge by turning the machine on. So basically you would leave the cartridge or the needle around 1.2 to 1.5 millimeter. With this rotation of this machine, the max that the needle can stick out is 2 millimeter while still collecting correct pigment. So basically you dip it in very gentle, you dip it in, you clean on the side, okay, and if you put stop, the needle is flush. You see if it's flush. Sitting position, it is very important to sit parallel with the location or the treatment area. So you see my arms, I don't sit like this or up here. So it is parallel. So you leave about, I would just say about 35 degrees to your body, like this. Anchoring is very important because you need to stretch three-way. So you would use 2 fingers on your other hand that you are not working, and you are using your little pinky or your ring finger to stretch three-way. This is called an anchor. Anchoring is very important. Okay, so you need to anchor. First, you anchor, you tilt the machine this way, so the machine's directly down to the surface. It have to be 90 degrees or it tilt a little bit is okay, but don't work like this. Okay, or don't work like that either. You can't, because literally you can't whip well if you work like this. So can you move closer? This is how you work. You need to anchor it directly, so your wrist and your arm almost to a straight line right there. Try to separate between these 3 fingers and this, because these are anchors fingers. This is a whip fingers. So how do I whip? The machine is not holding tight, but it is like this. Very, very gentle and tickling. That's how you whip shade. Okay? So it is very important to sit correctly so that you whip directly. This is not a really good way of whipping because you don't give it enough movement space, because only when you anchor correctly, then you can move this way, you can move this way, you can move this way or this way. Okay, so I know a lot of you think that you cannot anchor. However, anchor is the key. You cannot anchor like that on people's eyes. You can't. So literally you have to use these 2. So you want to pixel very gentle and slow.